All right, let's make this cute bunny project. I'm using kind of a Masonite board. I showed you the FS on the other side. I used putty on the holes because this was meant to be screwed onto something. But anyway, I painted it with a coat of Daydream Apothecary in ground control. And then I quickly realized that it was going to have a bleed through effect. And that's what I was showing you. So then I decided to spray it with some shellac, which is Zinsser's Bullseye Shellac. So I sprayed that. I tried to put down some things around it so I wouldn't get it everywhere. Normally I would take it outside because it is some stinky stuff, but I didn't want to take the camera out and all that business. So I just sprayed it right there. Anyway, I sprayed it and then I put another coat of ground control over that once it was dry. So anyway, and then once that was all dry, then I came in and I put on my gloves and because this stuff is really sticky, what I'm using here is this soft matte gel to put it down. So I've got my soft matte gel down. And then I am starting to put my paper down. Isn't this bunny the cutest? He's so cute. And this pack comes with 3 different bunny papers in there. Each of them measures 19.5 by 30 inches. So, and then we just carry on, and I just did, I think, 3 or 4 sections of this. And I just kind of kept going and just put down a section at a time and smoothed it out with my hands. My gloved hands, because if you don't use gloves, you will be peeling that stuff off your hands for days. It's really good stuff. So like I said, just keep putting it down, keep laying it down. Don't rub it too much or you're going to make it furry and hairy and you don't want that. So yeah, just keep doing that until you get the whole piece of paper laid down. And this is the thicker, kind of drier sheet type. So that is why I'm using the soft matte gel. And then I'm going over the top to seal it, using the soft matte gel again. It is good, thick stuff. Oh, and there, I don't know if you could tell, it was looking really, really white there. I had an open paint lid of white sitting there, and I overbrushed and got the white paint in there. So that was me using a cleaning wipe to wipe off some of that. And then, yeah, I had to get that white paint off of there and then go back to using the soft matte gel. So I just thought I'd leave that in there and, yeah. I like to keep it real. I'll show you all my mistakes. So anyway, once I got that once I sealed with the soft matte gel, I got that dry with my heat gun, and then I came in and sanded off all the excess around it. Again, the paper measures 19.5 by 30 inches, and my board was closer to 18 by 24-ish. So I did have some excess to take off. So I'm just sanding it off all around those edges. And then I decided to come in with a fun stencil, just do a little raised stenciling with some chalk paste. And the color I chose is called Antique Sage, which to me it looks more blue than green. Which my daughter and I argue back and forth on blues and greens all the time. I'm over 50, so I don't know. I'm older. I see more blue than green. We'll just leave it there. But anywho, I think it looks good with his blue coat, and I'm just going to leave it there. But yeah, it's called Antique Sage, and it's chalk paste, and I will have a complete supply list when I get done here. And this will also be on YouTube, as are all my videos. I'm trying to get really good at putting all my videos on YouTube with the complete supply list. So you can just search YouTube and find all my stuff there. I was hacked on Facebook back in August. So everything I've done since August of 2024 is now on YouTube. So go me. But anywho, and then I did put a little bit of the stencil on that side also. Just a little bit in the middle and a little bit up in the corner that you can't see me doing on here. And then I did just a little Hello Spring, and I used Lark Green for that one. And that was the chalk paste also. And then I used the Vintage Opulence bow. It's a little overkill. It's a little big, a little over the top, but I loved it. And I have loved this mold since we got it. So I finally got to use it, and I don't regret it. So anyway, I ended up using Daydream Apothecary's paint in Tailwind, which I think looks very, very similar to the chalk paste that I used, the Antique Sage. I think they are perfect together. So that raised stenciling I used and the paint that I used on the bow, I think look perfect together. And there I painted over the red bow. There's just a little bit of it that was going to peek out, and I probably could have left it, but I don't know. I just felt like I needed it to match. And then once I laid down the bow on top of the, I don't know what you call that around his neck. I guess that's still part of his tie. I thought it looked kind of plain. So then I decided to get some, well, actually I hadn't figured it out yet, but I went ahead and glued it on with heavy body gel, which is my favorite glue to glue on molds with. It's very, very thick and just goes right on there and sticks right away. Then I decided it was pretty blah, so I just got some white paint and did a little dry brushing on there to bring out the details of that mold. And I think that was the ticket for me. It just needed a little something to bring it to life. So I just used Daydream Apothecary's ground control, which is their bright white. And I did some of it on their, around the neck too, on that blue too also, just to make it look a little more dimensional, I guess. Got into all those details and just really gave it a little more life. And then I just went around the outside edges. I just used Tailwind again from Daydream Apothecary, which is the same blue color that is on the bow around his neck, which, like I said, matches the raised stenciling very, very well. I think that's the last thing I did on there. I think it's super adorable. I hope you like it too. This is probably on Facebook for now, but maybe you'll catch it on YouTube. And if you do, I would love for you to just find me on YouTube. It's Flippin' Furniture by Tammy. Go give me a thumbs up and subscribe and catch my other videos. If you like this one, you'll surely like everything else that I do on there. I've got lots of Christmas on there, so we're going to be moving into spring real quick. So there he is. So Merry Christmas, moving on to the new year.